favorite lizards?
Hunt.
All right.
A little.
This is practically a lap pet. Now on TV they make a big deal out of Gila monsters and beaded lizards being poisonous and the toxic bite and everything. I've been breeding these things almost 30 years. I get bitten by the young ones all the time. You know why? I'm busy. I stay in 8 warehouses full of animals, took care of everything myself. So I was really careful with stuff I had to be really careful with. I wasn't so careful with stuff I didn't. If I get bit by a young beaded lizard like this, I get bit by the young ones all the time. It makes my hand hurt and burn and swell up a little bit, and it goes away in a couple of days, and it's no big deal. Kids, I'll tell you a secret. By the time you get my age, almost once a week, you'll have something on your body hurt and burn and swell up for a couple of days, and it goes away, and it's no big deal. So a Gila monster or beaded lizard bite is sort of like middle age. You won't die from it, but there may be days where you feel you will. If he was serious about biting me, he might hang on and chew for a while and inject a lot more venom. And the worst swelling I've ever had from a bite is one just past my elbow, and that lasted 3-4 days, and that went away, and it's no big deal. So you just get a sore thumb. Now, the reason nature gave this guy points. He eats desert rodents, okay? And rodents look cute. You ever see a kangaroo rat on TV? Oh, they're bouncing around. They're so cute and so sweet and everything. Desert rodents are vicious. The desert is a very harsh climate. Everybody kills everything in the desert there. So I've seen films of a bobcat chasing a kangaroo rat, where the kangaroo rat's up ahead of him. He's losing ground. He'll hop up in the air, turn around midair, kick the bobcat in the face 4 or 5 times, trying to shred his eyes out with his nice claws, and use his nose as a springboard to flip over backwards, hit the ground right side up, and boom, take off running 20 miles an hour. Okay, this guy, does he look like an aerobics instructor? No. Okay, this guy ain't going nowhere fast. His top speed is about your walking speed. Most lizards are pretty quick. So nature gave him venom for dealing with these nasty desert creatures. It's a clumsy system. His venom glands are in his lower jaw. That's why his lower jaw is all bulgy. And he doesn't have fangs. He's got regular straight lizard teeth with grooves in them. So when he bites an animal, he has to chew into it, and that kind of pumps the venom, the saliva, up through the grooves in the teeth. If he has a hard time with an animal, he actually may roll over, so the saliva flows a little more quickly and easily into the wound. He'll use gravity to help him out. But he can bite some a pack rat or a kangaroo rat, and he usually dies within 30 seconds. He swallows and goes looking for more. These guys live in such a harsh environment, they may sleep 9 to 10 months out of the year. They only wake up during the rainy season, just after rodents are breeding. In the rainy season, man, as soon as it rains, everything blossoms, there's food all over, there's a zillion rodents. They can come out after sleeping for months and just eat and eat and eat and eat during the coolest 12 hours of the day. When his belly's full, you know what he does? He eats a little bit more. When I woke this guy up in March, he was power feeding, eating as much as he could. If you tapped him on the nose, he'd get a little upset, he'd open his mouth, you actually see a mouse rear end stuck in his throat. Because his belly was full and there was no room for anything else he packed in there to go. So he's going to have to digest some food, go to the bathroom, put the stuff in his throat to move down, and once that happened, he'd grab another mouse and stuff it in there, So he's constantly, digesting. And from doing that, he builds up fat in his tail. When this guy first woke up, his tail was as skinny as my pinky finger. You see every bone in his tail. But from power feeding like that, he quickly builds up fat. We're going to power feed him again in full. His tail gets bigger around his waist, and then we'll put him into hibernation. He'll sleep for several months. We'll wake him up in the middle of winter during the rainy season in the desert, feed him up again, and he'll go back to sleep until spring again. You might notice he's molting. All reptiles shed their skins as they grow. They grow a new layer of skin under the old layer. When the new layer is ready, the old stuff peels off, they walk away with brand new skin. Snakes shed in one piece, inside out. Crocodiles and turtles shed one scale at a time and patches of skin on their legs. Lizards shed in patches. And since he's a lizard, I peel that off. I'm going to have to keep it for him because guess what? He eats it. Animals have disgusting habits, right? But this one makes sense. You ever see your dog or cat licking their fur? You thought they were giving themselves a bath? Mammals are the filthiest animals on the planet. They can care less about cleaning. What your cat and dog are doing is getting their vitamin D. You and I are mammals. You're sitting out in the sun, you get a little sweaty. Now your face gets all greasy, your hair gets a little oily. But all that comes out of your skin makes vitamin D in it when you're out in the sun. And that oil is what mammals live off their fur. This guy makes vitamin D in his skin, sheds his skin every 2 weeks and eats it, and that's how he gets his vitamin D. Wow, thank goodness for Flintstones in one of these, huh? Otherwise there'd be 20 of you sitting here right now licking your arms. It would be even worse if you got sick and your body didn't make enough vitamin D, have to go to your neighbor's house and the kids are in for a half an hour a day. And come to Ravina, you ought to see my neighbors. That'll turn off your weekend. Okay, but you know, everything animals do makes sense. It's a wonderful adaptation. He lives close to 50 years.